What's going on, everyone? I'm back at it again. Let's see what we do today. Um, Give me 1 second, fellas. I'll be back on here in a minute. All right, let's see what we do, guys. Hmm. So we're coming back down here, guys. Jeez, it's already 9 o'clock and it's doing this already. I'd be careful today, fellas. We are back. We are back again. That's right. Let's get it. Let's see what we do today, guys. Yeah, the past 2 days I had to do some emergency stuff. So but I'm back. I'm back at it again. So let's get this thing done. Okay, what are we looking at today? All right, so I see levels here. Let's mark all the levels, guys. Yeah, everything's well. Finally got them with this hurricane stuff. So let's see horizontal lines right here. Let's see horizontal line right here and right here. Let's see. We got one right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a brother-in-law up there that was stuck, so everything is just destroyed, guys. It's horrible. It's gonna take a while before that place is back, especially at the northern part of North Carolina, guys, where the mountains are. Elk Park, Banner Park, I mean, Banner Elk. Man, they need to figure out something else. If it was up to me, I would not be going back. I'd be moving somewhere else, guys. That place is, and I can guarantee you they're still going to rebuild that place where the water, the floods, and all that stuff. I can guarantee you they're going to do it again, knowing that the water rose that high. So some people just don't listen, guys. They just it is what it is, you know. Yeah, it is pretty bad, guys. I mean, when it comes down to with water, guys, and there's mountains, there's going to be mudslides and all that stuff. I mean, it's kind of now with the dams, I don't know nothing about that, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, fellas, let's see what we got here today. I was messing with NQs. I am up 2,225 this morning. Um, I like really want to concentrate with NQs, guys, because people think Miami is a hurricane target. It hasn't been hit in 20 years. Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on the storms and what the water does, how hot the water is, and stuff like that, guys. But it is what it is. A hurricane's going to follow its track where warm water's at. So wherever the warm water's at, it's going to go. I don't know too. I'm not a hurricane expert, but I've lived here long enough on the East Coast to know. I've been through, I think what was it, Floyd? I've been through all of them. Look how the market dumped, guys. If you're looking at QQQ, Looks like we're going back down to 479.60 on QQQ, guys. Um, Now looking at this, let's see, looking at the 4 hour. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe we could possibly hit 471.95. Maybe. I have no clue. I really don't know. I kind of missed out on everything the past 2 days, guys. So I really don't know. But let's see what we do today, fellas. I'm gonna try to catch a long somewhere. I'm gonna try to catch a long. And I'll just do MQs. Now we need to break either these two zones somewhere. And I would say below here. I'm gonna go ahead and set this one here because I see it. We need to break below this area, guys. To keep coming back down here. So I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Yeah, we're already at the bottom of the range, guys. We're already at the bottom of the range. So I have no clue. Now, if these MACDs cross over and we go above with a strong pull to the upside, then I'll get into longs, guys. But I need to see more volume. I need to see more volume, or I need to see these bars getting lower. Let's see who's in here. Hector, what's going on, brother? I see you. Man, Hector's been here. Yeah, you can join. Hold on, let me see it. I know, give me 1 second. I know that I've been having problems with the collab cam because I can't even see the volume bar. Because Streamlabs, you have a volume bar for yourself and you have a volume bar for the collab cam. So I'll send you a link here in a minute. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So webcam source. All right, give me 1 second. Let me see. I gotta open up Gmail right quick so I can send you an email. Sorry, fellas. I know y'all can see the green screen back here, but I need to figure out how to fix it. I just don't know how. Let's see. I think I'm gonna send it to an old message that I sent you. All right, I sent you an email. I sent you the link. So awesome, awesome. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, guys. I know y'all can see the green screen back here. I need to fix my stuff, guys. I'm not very well organized, but it's not really a big room here, so I can't really, get this stuff to fit well. Let's see if you can join. I already sent you an email with the link. See if we can get you to join. And hold on, I gotta send my buddy one too. Hold on, first. All right. Let's see, DQ. All right. I think in order for you to get in, you have to have Streamlabs. I think that's I'm thinking, I don't know, fellas. I'm thinking like you have to have Streamlabs if you want to join. I don't know how this works, so um I had to get my buddy to get Streamlabs so that way he can hop on, but I'm not so sure, guys. Let's see what we do here, guys. We need to reject this area here and at least make a whatever you call this here, a higher high, I guess, or a higher low. We need to get, there we go. We need to get a higher low.
All right, I don't know
Hello,
if
can
my
you hear
internet's
me?
working or not. I could hear you.
If you can't hear me, go ahead and type in the chat. I can't hear nothing, so
Uh, Hold on.
hold on, give me 1 second, give me 1 second. Hello, can you hear? Can you hear me? You can hear, can you let me see, give me 1 second. This it's just that this stuff is just giving me problems ever since last week. Are you talking? Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me check something real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me go to settings right quick. I think I may know what it is. I'm not so sure. Or maybe not. I don't know. Are you still connected? Undo, edit collapse, properties. Hold on. Headphones is headset is no. Headphones. You're good. It's all right. It's only 9/11. It's only 9. It's all right. I'm already up 2,225. It's all right. I just can't hear you at all. I don't hear. I don't. The collab cam volume bar is not even on, so that means there's something wrong. Headphones. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try to see it. I'm gonna try to put on the collab cam again. I gotta take it off and put it back on, guys. This stuff is just really horrible. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can hear you.
All right, cool. So let me check TikTok, see if I can get back on there.
Yeah, for some reason this collab cam is not really. I have no idea. The Streamlabs it can be cool at times and it's just horrible sometimes, you know. Are you still there? I think you just got off because I can't hear you right now. Go ahead and try to rejoin again.
All right,
I
what
just
about now?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You know what? I can't have um TikTok on and be on
And be on
stream
stream,
unless
yeah.
because I'm on my phone. That's why.
Oh, okay. Okay, I
All
got
right,
you.
so let me see if I could do it on the computer.
All
I
right.
could be on Streamlab on the computer and then look at you through the phone. So give me
All
a
right.
second.
Awesome.
I think we're getting closer.
Hold on, guys. There we go. All right. All right. Let's see what we do today. I wish I can get it to where I don't have to use a headset.
Yeah, I see other people. Like I joined two lives for the first time, and one dude was he was streaming, and he had like a couple of co-hosts, and they're all talking about their trading strategies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. But they did it like straight through like the app and all that good stuff. All right, so let me log into my email.
Okay, yeah, your collab cam. Your volume bar is good. Okay, webcam. Let's see. All right.
What happened to your other friend? Like, as soon as she was talking about trading psychology or anxiety or stuff like that, I was like, I have some things that he should look into if he's interested.
Yeah.
All right, let me join. All right, let me see if I can join through my laptop.
I gotta figure out how to not use my headset. I really rather just use the monitors. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me
All right, I'm gonna get off here and then try my computer. Hold on.
all right, sounds good. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here, Phyllis. All right, if we go below this area, guys, we might hit this. Um, let's see if I could find it. Is it in? Did I mark it? I didn't mark it in here, guys. But on NQs, I think I marked it on NQs, guys. Yep, right here. This area right here. I would look for either what happens, either long position here, or we might reject this. If we break through this here, guys, then I think we can go lower. So just watch out. Watch out, guys. But yeah. Or if we reject this area here, then just let me go ahead and mark it. 15. It's right here, guys.
All right, does this thing work?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Is it good? Because I don't have headphones on. I'm just doing it straight through.
Yeah, it works. I can hear you.
All right, for sure. Now let me get back to the TikTok. Cancel. All right, it's just.
Oh, you're echoing in the background.
My bad.
You good? You good? All right. Let's see. Video definition audio. I think it's. Hold on. Let me do something real quick before you start. Let me see if I can get this on a monitor.
I know something is being done like I don't know, the long way, because when other people stream and they're trading, it's not like third party, like using third party apps or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't messed with this enough to where I can get it to actually like I don't want to be using headsets, the headset and be putting on a headset, man.
I hate that headset look, to be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate seeing people with that when they're
Yeah, and
trading.
that thing is just way too big and yeah, I don't like it at all, man. What we do? I think my buddy might be coming on today. I'm not sure. He usually comes on every morning, most of the time, unless he's busy doing something.
I was up all night. Now I'm like, all right, it's almost 9:30. Let me took a quick 30-minute nap, and now it's
Gotcha.
time for me to get to it.
So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, man, on here? Uh,
Let me think. I'm not used to being on live or telling about myself, but yeah. So what got me interested in this particular live is Mac a bit like your strategy was my main strategy, like hardcore for the last, I would say, 2 years, and then once I really put a lot of money into it, for
uh-huh.
some reason, the market behavior changed and I lost a lot. So I haven't touched it in maybe a good 2 years, I think. And now you're speaking about it now. It's like, hold up, hold up. No one knows more about MACD than me. So just seeing that you're having success with it just made me want to go back and continue to do my back testing. That's why I sent you the email like, okay, this is um, it being compared to other oscillators.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think there's too many strategies that I haven't looked into, but yeah, the MACD was really my my go-to. But just seeing the way that you're analyzing things, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one of those things that, it took me so I first started out doing options trading. That was about 4 years ago. And I was at that time, 4 years ago, I was in a very, very sticky situation because I was at the point of I was already 28. I was already trying to figure out what the hell am I going to do for the rest of my life? Um, and then I ended up going to the military, and that's when I got into, the options trading. I heard guys talking about it and yada yada yada, the stock market, this and that, and I started doing that, and then I got out. I wasn't really successful at options. I know now, like, you can if what to look for in the futures, you know what to look for in the cues. You know where the you know where to put your pricings at. If you look at the bar chart,
Right,
it shows you the options chain, and then you can switch in and out on where the price would actually cost at this level if it went down to here.
right.
Um, so during my time, doing all this, man, I lost a lot of money too, brother. I really did. I lost about $20,000. Um,
Yeah.
and I was playing with, like I was messing with, family members' money. I mean, I made them,
Yeah, same, same.
yeah. And yeah, so eventually I got into futures market, and I've been for the past full year that I've been doing futures, man, I just been, ingesting all this stuff and trying to figure out, well, why isn't this working? Why is it that, and then I started doing more investigating, more research, and then I looked into the Wikipedia on the MACD and actually, tried to figure out what the heck is it? What is it really? And then I found something on there. I keep telling everybody, I was like, y'all need to go on Wikipedia or,
I did that exactly what you told me. So that furthered my knowledge, and I'm thinking like, what the hell is he talking about? Change because I changed the settings to everything, and then even before you spoke about that, I compared it to the PMO, the PPO, the McKellen one that the I don't know how you pronounce the name, it's McClellan or something like that. So
Yeah.
I compared it to 3 or 4 different ones. I use smooth, I use exponential, I use simple, I used it all, and I'm like, what is this guy talking? I've been
Yeah.
mystery. I changed it 12.9. I used 2050. I used different ones.
Yeah.
Um,
You
and
got you got to keep changing it, man. There is a precision one. There is one, I'm telling you. There is something that is precise. But the problem is with that precise one,
right,
like, okay, so the problem with is entries, right?
right,
So with entries, I'm looking at this area here, and the way I see with my entries is, okay, where is my main actual resistance? Where is my main actual support? Where is this? And the problem with the entries, especially with the MACD, with the settings that I have, the problem is that you don't know when it's going to cross over. You know,
right.
it's crossing over here, all the way up here it's crossing over, but if you go down lower, where is it crossing? I think that area was right here. But see, this on the 3 minute it crossed here, where at its lowest.
Right.
But once you get that initial that full blown buying, and you see volume, that's a good opportunity to buy. But the problem with it is we just don't know. We don't know when these guys are actually going to buy in. That's my main problem. I cannot. I know there is something that I'm missing here, and maybe like a book map and stuff like that, but I really don't want to purchase that, man.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have over. You don't. I mean, I have way too many books, and I looked at them all from futures, forex to equities, and I do like futures, how it's like a straight point and shoot. But as far as like how to read the chart, it's difficult compared to like equities. Equities make sense. I could look at it and you could see support and resistance clearly. With what you're doing, what is this? This is NQ.
Yeah, this is
MNQ.
MNQ, but or NQ, yeah. I mean either
Yeah.
or.
I was doing MACD heavy on ES because I was like ES respects support and resistance
Yeah.
more than NQ. My entries were based on the zero line. And I swear to you, I was thinking about how much does a private island cost because that's how well it was working. And then I've never lost 2 trades in a row. And as soon as I started putting on heavy, I'm so like I'm still messed up about it that I can't even go back to look at how did I lose so much. So I just
Hmm.
gave up on um, MACD. But the thing you would like you're doing well with it. I'm like, okay, is it NQ? Oh, if you notice, NQ has changed. The price action is not, in my opinion, not as junky as it was before. ES is now kind of
Yeah,
it's
ES is really gentle and friendly kind of, but well, NQ it just moves so much, guys with small amounts of capital gets liquidated very easily.
right.
Um ES is more friendly, just as long as I would say just as long as you enter at a respectful area and
Right.
have your little stop loss, then you should be fine. But I don't really mess with NQ because it doesn't, like, it moves, but it's not the moves that I want.
ES when it came to I did heavy experimentation and back testing. ES 1 minute crossing the zero line that really that worked. And to be honest, I checked all the time frames. I checked 2 minute, checked 3 minute, checked 5 minute, checked 10 minute, checked 15, checked 30, and the 1 minute gave what I
But
believe.
you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? When I told y'all that. Y'all know you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have to check like all time frames, and you have to kind of like picture every single one of them, kind of, and try to see, well, okay, my MACD on the three is we're heading down. We're almost at a crossover, but let's look at the one and be like, okay, well, if we do go above the zero, then that's an opportunity for a long position. But then we
Right.
got to check here. We got to check. We do have volume lowering, getting lower here. Let's see if we can get a bar up here for a reversal. Like you have to check. You have to check your entire. Hold on. Are you still? Oh, you're still on. Okay. Yeah. You have to check your entire time frames in order to get a really good picture of this stuff. That's the way I've been doing it. I mean, it's worked for me.
Do you
I've
use a volume profile?
I do. I use it, but I had to take it off because the one here on Ninja Trader is not that great.
Yeah.
I've seen some traders where they have a volume, yeah, the volume profile thing, and I seen it on Ameritrade or Thinkorswim or one of them platforms, and it's like way better. I don't know if you've seen Mazzy Trades,
Mm-hmm.
um, but she had a video up there where she's using this volume and it's showing like people, like it's showing not people, but it shows like how much contracts they're
Yeah, you
buying
could do
on
that on
the buy
Sierra
side
Trade.
and the sell side.
Yeah, you could do that on Sierra Trade. That's what I use.
And that's I think that could be an edge. Um, but
It helps relax. Like you're not doing so much of guessing or hoping. It's like a trade that okay, this makes sense because this and this, like the confluence all line up.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
All right,
So
so we're at
I use
9:30
Sierra Trade.
now. Let's see what we do today. What are you seeing today? I'm just kind of curious.
All right, let's see. Let's see. I try to wait like 5-10 minutes. Got the MACD on. Give me 1 second.
You good, brother? Take your time.
I trade all throughout the night, so me doing 9:30 trades, it's like,
That's what I do. I also trade at night too.
people don't understand how like it's like you could see it's not as crazy. Like I'm more relaxed and there's more opportunities in my opinion. But as of right now, let's see. I see an entry. I'm looking at YM. I could change this. Let me look at it.
So I have this little area at 19,880. I
Mm-hmm.
will want to see if this area actually, if it goes through, if it breaks through and it closes. I'm looking for short positions, but if we don't break through this area here, then I'm looking for longs. That's what I'm seeing as of current. Man, this thing is about to choke my
Um,
neck, but it's not really that tight.
let's
Feels like it,
see.
but it's not.
Um, I trade multiple, so I'm looking at a whole bunch.
I'm gonna look at the 1 minute. Yeah, so I already made a good chunk of money, so I'm all right. Um,
Yeah, don't force it.
oh yeah, definitely not.
Are you reading any like trading books, or you're just going by your own like intuition?
No, I kind of did my own thing, just experiencing the market and giving some money to the stock gods and yeah, that's basically what I've been doing.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I read countless, and certain people were hogwash, and certain people were really inspirational. Not inspirational, but made sense to me.
Let's see if we break
So,
this zone here, guys.
all right, let's see, let's see.
If we
I'm on the
break this zone, guys, I'm gonna wait for a retest and then hop back in.
I'm on volume profile as well. I don't see any trades yet.
I'm gonna
Another
try.
thing that I tested on was using tick charts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so tick charts on MNQ, like so many opportunities since there's more trades being done. They're the heaviest. Jeez, give me this. Oh my god.
All right, guys. So if you're watching this right now, um, I know this is kind of like the top I got in, but what you want to do in this situation here is just get in and get out, guys. Get in and get out because you're not for certain whether it's going to close above this resistance zone or is it, we just don't know, guys. So it's really I'm already in, guy. I'm already in. I'm already up $33, guys. Looks like we might go to that 19. What is it?
19965.
Uh,
I'll call it up.
19965 all the way up to 1990, 19995, guys. Um, but there's just never telling. Like this trade right here, y'all just need to get in and get out. I'm gonna go ahead and get out just in case, guys. I'm at 2,265. So if it can hold this here at 19, I'm just gonna say 948.25. If it can hold that area, then look for long positions, guys, because it looks like we are heading up to that upside, to that 19, let's say 19,990. So if it can hold 948.25, guys, and we can come up. And if you're looking at the MACDs right now, we do have that spread between on the 1 minute between the MACD and the signal line. We do have volume that is pushing up. Let's take a look at the 3 minute. We do have a crossing here to the downside. The stochastics are coming up. I would wait for a little pullback if you do get one, and so we're looking at 948.50. It cannot pass that to the downside, guys. It cannot close to the downside because if it does, then we are heading down. So there's a lot of variables that you have to look for whenever you're, when it's just really hard to explain. you know, it's really hard to explain this stuff. I can't teach all this stuff. You'll have to experience it. You'll have to look at what I'm seeing. So I'm seeing this area right here, guys. This right here. That's like a support resistance area. All right. And then if you're using EMAs is the same thing, guys, as a MACD or any indicator. You just look, it's like a trend line, like fair value gaps and all this stuff. You just got to use, they're just confirmations, references and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I can see it. I'm seeing this. Hold on, let's look at the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, we still are below on the MACD. I don't know if we might get another push down, possibly to 471.49, but we'll see what happens. All right, he's not going to get on. What are you seeing right now, brother?
It's holding that 19968. Looks like it's gonna test that level. Then the line that you drew up, that blue line that you have up, like yeah, that confirms with
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for a retest of that and see what happens. Or there's another possibility of it coming. Let's see. Let's look at the 5 minute. I know I had it. I'm looking at this area here too,
yeah.
this area here too, because this is an important area. Um, it really just depends. Let's look at the 15 right quick. So we are coming back up to this resistance up here.
A huge target from me looking at the volume profile would probably be 2049. So if it does break that 19993, I would look for the POC, the volume profile from the previous day.
Yeah.
I could be right, could be wrong.
Hey man, we're not always right. You know, it's like one of those things, man. You know, some whale out there could be like, you know what? F everybody. And then everything just changes, you know? So,
I've learned with trading on indices, like people are like, yeah, ride the trend, blah, blah, blah. And in my opinion, I think you gotta stick and move when it comes to the indices.
oh yeah.
You know, you gotta get your pieces, chop it down. You know, you don't have to try to catch the whole trend. And yeah, everything else I'm following a crap load. And
See, I see another area right here.
do you only trade NQ
Yep.
or just indices?
Yeah, I just trade NQ.
That's hilarious. All right, let's see.
Oh yeah, so what were you talking about anxiety, brother?
Oh, yeah, that's I have it. I've always had it. I have it right now. I'm always going to have it. And there's certain things that can be done to, you know, slow it down. If you're trading or doing anything that's important and fear and worry and all that other stuff like overcomes you. I'm on medication, but other than that, like there are some techniques that you can do. I don't know, like if do you have it or is it just like it comes and goes?
No, I have it. Like to me, okay, so I had it. So check this out, man. Your body is like incredibly amazing, you know? Like so I don't know how I got it, but I got an H. pylori stomach virus.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know. I was like kind of like throwing up every day and you know, and something was wrong, man, and my body was like giving me this feeling of anxiety every single day. Like it would just hit me throughout the whole day and I just couldn't bear it anymore. And then I got, you know, I got that tube put in my, you know, put in my stomach, whatever, and they found it. But even before that, I always had anxiety. I think it's maybe because of I don't want to say it on here because of you know, the flour. You know what I'm talking about. I can't say the other words because
Yeah.
uh you know, TikTok is kind of funny with it. But use of flour a long time ago and maybe that led to it. Um but yeah, man, it's just been at me ever
Is it
since.
with you right now?
Um okay, so here's the funny part. I can feel whenever I am feeling some type of way, my environment or something happens, like I don't know if it's the hormones inside your body or adrenaline, I can feel all that, you know. All right, guys, look at this. We're heading up. I'll wait for a pullback and then get in for long positions. Looks like we're gonna cover that 995 though. So, but yeah, I can feel like the adrenaline and all that stuff, man. It's just my body just doesn't react well to it. And even still, and I think it's just also playing video games for a long time, you know, like Call of Duty games is, you know, adrenaline rush and all that.
Right.
So, I mean, it's there's a lot of things, man, that factor into that.
Yeah, if it's a like with me, if you're gonna ask like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how how do you feel like about it? I'm at an 8 constant. So it just fluctuates from an 8 and just goes up or down just from there. Um, what books help? What books help? Let me think. Oh, there's so I read everything. I would say like my username. I don't know if you know about he's a Japanese samurai, Miyamoto Musashi. So that's where I got my name from. And just reading his book really, 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 really helped. So I would suggest that first and foremost. If you ever like, it's not even a quick read, but it's an easy read, and
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense, and it helps you channel in um your inner self. Oh, that one I'll do too. It's that one and what's the other? Self Reliance by what's this guy's name? Drawing blinks here. I can't believe, no disrespect to this guy. It's really up. Self Reliance by, I know his last name starts with E. Self Reliance. This one is pretty good. There we go. Ralph Emerson.
Mm-hmm.
So just the first quote that he states, it gets the job done. So now I don't feel so overwhelmed, I would
Mm-hmm.
say. And trading definitely it could push buttons, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what helped with the trading part was reading other big time traders and trying to relate. So that's why I was asking, like, hey, you read any other traders and try to see if your style fits with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is a good one. Jim Simmons is a good one. That helped me with trading psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get a chance, he's a quant trader. And that helped me with the MACD so I don't get so caught up in technical analysis or hoping to be right or wrong. Like even what I'm looking at right now, we should be in longs. And that's what all the indicators and price action shows me.
Yeah, that's I mean, I got in all the way to the top, man, but you know, it's just you never know when there's going to be that another, leg up. Um,
I've been looking at price action for so long, dude. Look at this thing for so long, and I'm like, I can't make sense. I can't make sense. And then I told myself, it's not about making sense. You need to
no,
have your
market doesn't make
strategy.
sense, man. Nothing does.
Yeah, I've
Nothing
been
makes
looking
sense,
for so
man.
long,
Now we just
maybe like
live.
a good year or two, and then I was like, hold on, let me not try to be so focused on strategy, which is what I see a lot of traders do on social media. It's like ICT is better than this, and,
I
support
don't,
and
I
resistance.
think the way that people perceive things, like I don't think there's like a strategy act like like I just think that if you know what to find, you know what to you know what to look for, you know?
Right.
Um so yeah, that's what I kind of having a little anxiety right now. But um and it's not because of this, man. It's not because of this at all. It's just the way I feel, about
Are
things.
you taking any anything?
Oh, hell no. No, man, if I take anything, that changes the way my body feels too, man. I'm very sensitive. If I take a
Right,
Tylenol, I can feel that.
right,
I
right,
can feel the changes in my body.
right, right, right,
So
right.
it's yeah.
Is it caused by something? I don't mean to pry, but trying to help.
No, I don't think so. It's not. I really don't know what it is. Hold on, give me 1 second, brother. Let me get on mute right quick. I got a phone call.
Yes, sir. Nasty work. This is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful. You want to go short? I know you do. So we're gonna sell one short. We're gonna sell it here quick.
Sorry about that, guys. Jeez, man. It's nothing but problems after problems after problems.
Damn, what happened?
Oh, man. It's all right, man. It's just nothing but family problems. So it is what it is, man. I can't deal with that right now. I have to focus right now. I'm seeing this area at 964.94. If we can get a bounce off that 7 on the 5 minute. Um, on the 3 minute, we have this spread here on the MACD. So I'm just gonna wait for a consolidation, see if we can get a bounce off of one of these EMAs and see if we can keep going higher. Let's look at the 30. All right, if I go to NQ, guys, and I go to the 30, we have resistance all the way up here. I want to be able to at least see it come up to here, to this 33.50. See if we can get it to come up all the way up there, guys. I don't know if we'll be able to, but um, we might just get that bounce off this 200 and just keep going down. So
I
I don't know,
feel
man.
like if it's not breaking uh the 20 the 20,000 the 20K
Yep,
level,
yep.
I feel like it's gonna go down. So I
Yeah, if
put
it
it
doesn't break through it, yeah. I kind of, that's kind of like my thing. Like whenever I miss these trades right here, if you're looking at the bottom of this, I have this setting already where you can get in precisely right here. You see this?
mm-hmm.
You can get in precisely right here on this wick right here at any point of this wick, and then, get that initial move. But the problem with this is if you're reading the stochastics, right?
Right,
Like the stochastics cross over first before the MACD does.
right.
Now, the problem with that is that they might cross over, but you might not get that initial bounce up like this. Um, it might just be a small one. The stochastic would be on top already, and they'll be crossing over to the bottom side, and then it'll be like, what the heck, like, um,
That's,
it's just very confusing sometimes. But
it's cool you said stochastics too.
I changed the
This
settings
is
on those
whenever
too.
whenever you do get a chance, like read up on the person who came up with all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's yeah, it definitely clears some mixed conceptions about like how people read the markets and all that stuff. I'm like, you have to be a genius for you to even come up with like something. I read them all. I read the person who made market profile, volume profile. I like Linda with the MACD volume, all that good stuff. So
yeah.
reading that is you're definitely right that certain things come first before. 1 second. This all right. If I'm right, let's see what happens. I'm looking at volume profile and I'm like, it's not breaking this level, and I know what happens when it doesn't. It
Yeah.
goes lower.
I'm
That's
just I'm gonna try to save this position here. So if you have one position in on NQ MNQ, guys, and you see that it doesn't go your way, at the next level, the next zone, the next area of liquidity, you want to try to get in at the lowest and put it about like, so if you, let's say if you have one contract, put about 3. If you're willing and able to do that, without having to, get that lower end, and then as soon as it goes to your
this thing's
break
breaking. There we
even,
go. It broke.
yeah, as soon as you go through your break even, guys, you just get on now. Who cares if you made money or you didn't? It does not matter. Just get on now. All right, guys, I'm out of this one. $2,280, guys. This thing is like choking me, man. Like it's not choking me because I can put my finger in there. But
Hey, you're missing the suspenders. You got to get full Gordon Gecko on these people, man. Yeah,
man,
money doesn't sleep,
dude, no, but
pal.
this right here, you know how they sell them at Walmart, at Belks and stuff like that. They're universal, right?
Yeah,
And everybody has different sizes and stuff. So I need to get mine's personalized, man, because this right here is a choker. Kind of. It feels like it. But I mean, I can move my head around just fine. It just feels like it's, you know, My body's reacting to it. But anyways, so yeah, we did cross that 20 mark. Let's see if we can move even higher. I want to be able to come back to this 21 here and possibly this this 50 to the downside and see if so this 50 on the 3 minute is to 7. Hold on. No. Hold on. Give me no. That's on the 5. On the 5. Yeah, that 50 on the 1 is to 5. See that, guys? We broke it. Jeez, man. Now we gotta have a consolidation again. You ever realize that whenever you have a breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, and then to the downside, you know?
Yeah,
So you just
that's
have
the
to,
Elliott wave theory.
all right.
Let's see what
We're
we
coming
have
back
here.
up to this resistance, guys. So let's see what happens. Let's try to see if we can look for a reversal to the downside. Um, I know we had a pretty good jump, but I don't think we're gonna have a reversal just yet. We're gonna have some more
I would
consolidation.
say the high of yesterday, which was, what am I looking at here? High of yesterday, that whole area is where it looks like it's heading towards. I could put on the long. Let's see what happens. Get a couple of points here. Yeah, I'm looking at the high of yesterday and probably take it. This is what I like about NQ. As soon as you put it on, that's it. Plus
Yep.
100, 135. I could be out. That's basically it.
Let's see. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to catch a top and try to catch little scalps, as it moves up,
Right now, it's at the POC of yesterday, so that's why it touched it, and now it went
All
down.
right, guys, I'm out. I'm at 200. I mean 2,294.50. Let
You
me
went
get another.
short or long?
I went short at that top. So, all right. So when you get little breakouts like that at the very very top of that breakout or that candle that's going up, you always want to short that one because there's gonna be consolidations.
Right.
Like right now, if it does go up again, I'm gonna wait for that next move up above this candle or right even below it and try to see unless we if we break out of here, then yeah, I'm gonna try to save it and put 3. But like I said, there's a lot of variables that you need to you need to have a plan.
Right.
um but usually as it moves up like this, I'll try to get into it. Like you see these movements, you get a push up, then you get a wick. You get a push up, then you get a wick. You see that?
It's testing this area.
Yeah, like those are opportunities, guys, to get in. Once it stops, put in a position, let it drop down for a little scalp, and then hop back on in, guys. I mean, this stuff is not hard, you know. Let's see what we do at. So we're at 43.25 right now. Let's see what we do. Let's look at the 5 minute. I want to see a pullback down down to this level here, down to 986.75 or to the 7. Let's look at the 30. Damn, that was a big push up, man.
Wow, big consolidation the last 2 days.
You see that? If you would have caught in the top, you would have had that nice big wick right there. Let's see what the 1 minute is doing right there. This thing,
I've
I want to
never
see that.
focused.
I want to, if it crosses over, if it goes below this area right here, I think that if it goes over this area here and it blows through here, then I think we can come back down, It just has to blow through here. Through what is it? I'm gonna say 981.25. but they're buying it. Look at that. Holy shit. Look at that. Look at that. That is crazy. These people are crazy, man.
You know what's gonna happen as soon as it breaks the high of the last 2 days? It's like if you went on a 30-minute and you saw that one long candle from, I believe, let's see, what day was this? The first? Yeah, it's gonna take up all that space.
Yeah.
All of it. So I'll probably go along with somewhere there. I'm just gonna sit and
All right, well, just
I've
remember
never
on the
focused as
30,
much on indices.
look at the 60 though. Just remember, look at this 60. We're still below the zero. We're still below the negative side. So this thing can still and we haven't so I look at it like this. If you're looking at these crossover, that means from that crossover we're having an important area right here from this crossover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here on the MACD. We have an important area here. We need to break this area and see if we can go above here, above this support resistance level. Or we need to come break it, come back, retest this area, and then go to the upside. But I want to mention this first because a lot of times what I've seen in the past is we get this move up, yeah, we get this resistance, boom, boom, boom. We do get a little breakout and then a little fake out, and then we just come back down again, you know?
Right.
So just be aware of that MACD, you know, on the higher time frame. But yeah, I mean, it's possible it will go up there. I mean, it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not, but you know, just be aware of, you know, like if you're swing trading guys, like I would watch, me personally, if I was a swing trader and I looked at this chart, I would go by the stochastics and just forget about the MACD. That's how I see it. Well, with the settings that I have, because I changed my settings. So,
Right.
um,
I've tried to look at MACD on the longer time frames, and anyone could try to look this up, look at it, compare it to currencies, compare it to bonds, agriculture, whatever. But compared to stocks to me it works well. But when it comes to indices, it's like
now
eh.
there is a sweet spot between the 7 and the 21.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out, guys. I'm at 2,318.
You need to call it you need to call it a day, man. Stop picking at the pimple, dude.
Dang,
That's
man.
it. I'm
Sometimes
shutting down your
you
account.
got to.
That's it.
Sometimes you just gotta take it out completely, man.
Yeah, I'm about to like just shut down. Like no more trading for you. Just speculate. You know.
No, but in all seriousness, like if you've seen this wick, like, all right, when you get a little pump up like this, right? You wait till it like consolidates and stops. You know, you wait for a little pause, and then you catch that, you know, because it's going to consolidate going to the bottom. You know, there is a sweet spot, and this is just free info, guys. If you put the 7 and the 21 and the 50, guys, there is a sweet spot between the 7 and the 21. Like it's always riding that 7 all the way up, but it likes to come back to that 21 between the 7 and the 21, or the 21, or it likes to hit that 50, bounce off that 50 and keep going higher.
Right.
So, you know, just be aware of your EMAs, be aware of the MACD, be aware of your stochastics, be aware of whatever indicator you're using, and you'll become a good trader. Um, it's just that it's really just the entries that get people, man. You know, these guys, they have lots of money to where they can play with. They put one contract in, they can hold it for years or whatever. You
Right.
know. But we don't. We don't have a lot of money, guys, so we can't be doing that. I mean, if it's NQ, you can't be doing that. If it's in MNQ, then yeah, you can't do that. But all right, so let's see what happens, fellas.
This thing just wants to rip.
This
dude.
thing is ripping, man. What is pulling this market up? Let's look at Nvidia. Or what news do we have So my buddy, he works at a firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's actually texting me all he's texting me all this stuff right now. I can't so the information that I had that he sends me is like we have a group of all these other guys. If you look up John Crocker, or not John Crocker, if you look up Crocker Capital LLC on TikTok, guys, he's a good friend of mine. Um, he hopped on here like maybe last week. I don't know. Guys, look at his stuff. He talks about real good information every single day. He puts out a video. Um, and me, him, and my buddy, we have a group chat. But he has a firm right now, and he calls out shots. The problem is I cannot call out these option calls. I cannot call out these put calls. And he doesn't buy at the you know like this guy, like my friend, he buys at the very cheap and makes hell of a ton of money. You know, he buys out of the money. He's a really good analyst. He trades news. Really good stuff. But I just can't put out the information because it's especially with the option calls and stuff like that because you know um I don't want to get him in trouble.
Oh, this
Um,
thing is breaking.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
look exactly what I said. It's gonna fill up this whole. You could put in a long right now, and get a piece of that the October 1st. Like it just left all that room, and on top of that, the POC from September 30th hasn't been touched, so that
hmm
could be a possible
I would
target.
say I would say for this one here, yeah, we are climbing up, but we are going to have those pullbacks though. So
Right.
I would want to say that if you see the stochastics crossing over and going to 80 and then they're crossing over and going down, guys, and you see like a nice good red candle, I would get into shorts and wait for a pullback to the 5 minute and look at this 7. Look at this 7, guys. All right. That's one of the things that I've noticed as well. Um, based on whenever we have these big pushes like this to the upside,
That's
you
crazy.
check your stochastics and then look for a nice red candle. The stochastics do have to be crossing over and they do have to be facing down to reach down to what is it, the 20 mark to the downside and get in a short. Um, I've seen this play a lot where it needs to consolidate. There needs to be some kind of resistance to that upside.
Well, it looks like you know what you're talking about. I see it right. I see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I've been like I was doing options for like 4 years. Well, let's say three, guys. Let's say three because I don't want to misinform y'all. And for on the fourth year, guys, full blown futures, nothing but headaches and tears and sweat, and anxiety, man. Um, I jammed everything that whole year. My brain was fried by the end of December.
Right.
I had the biggest headache because I was just cramming so much into my brain. I needed to learn all this stuff. Um, but man, you know what? I don't even know what I was talking about, guys.
No, that's
AD,
what happens when you try like you
ADD, man.
cram so much,
Yeah,
and you're learning from. I learned from damn near everybody, and I almost had to go to therapy to unlearn some of the trash that was out there,
yeah,
and it took the professionals, and you could hear it in their voice that they're authentic. Like they don't have to go up and do interviews. They're billionaires. They don't have to talk.
yeah.
So I could tell that they're giving back. One thing was I didn't focus so much on technicals. I focused on the full system.
Yes.
And focusing on the full system lowered my anxiety because now it's not like so many people trying to call tops and bottoms and oh when it
So
does this you have to do this and this and this and this and I'm like dude
Yeah. So from what my buddy says at a firm, he says, those guys don't come in and well, this is from what he said. This is not me, okay? I don't know anything, guys. I'm just some guy. Um, they don't go in here and just start buying in and left and right and left and right. They wait for the perfect trade and then they take the initiative. Um, I really don't know how that's true or not, but um, from what I know, they're really careful on where their entries are at. Um, they don't just come in, oh, I think it's gonna, bounce up. Oh, they look for areas of interest, uh, and then they make a decision whether or not they're going to take that trade. But they have rules too, guys. They have drawdowns too. Whenever they're managing these portfolios for other people, guys, they do have drawdowns. So that is true. Um, and that's all I know about that. I'm not going to say anything else because there's other things too. All right, guys, let's look for a reversal here. If I do see the stochastics crossing, we are consolidating here, guys. So I want to wait. I want to see if we do get another little bounce up, guys. I am going to get into a short position at the top of that wick or at the top of that candle, guys. But if they cross over, if the stochastics go below 80 and heading to the downside, guys, I'm going to get into a short, but I'm going to wait for that initial pullback up to the top of the zone. So let's say if let me just say if let's say this is the zone right here, guys, okay? Let's say, oops, oh man. All right, let's say this is the zone here and I want to place a trade, but let's say that the trade comes up and it breaks out of here. I'm going to buy this at the top of the breakout and see if we can get it to come back and sorry guys, I'm getting text messages here. Oh my gosh, guys. Problems after problems. All right, guys, let's see what we do here. Looks like we are coming back down.
You're right with going short.
Look at the stochastics. If you have well, okay, if you have different settings on the stochastics, then it might look different. I don't know how the original one looks, but mine's are pointing down. Oh, guys, I missed this damn drop. Sorry, fellas. Man, this thing is just getting so stressful.
Let me see what ES is doing. Ridiculous. all good.
So we do have a pullback, guys. Sorry, guys. Man, it's just getting worse and worse, guys, from what I'm have to deal with.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
guys. So yeah, that reversal back to that 50.
Might come down again. Crazy work.
All right. Yeah, so the stochastics are heading down, so
If you check volume profile, it hit the POC like directly. It just directly. I use the volume profile to gauge like it takes all the chaos and it puts it in a house or in a box, and now you get to see like, okay, I understand why I did this. I understand why I did that. To compare it to ES, that drop was from yesterday's high. So it tested yesterday's high. Not saying that NASDAQ and ES kind of follow each other. So ES tested yesterday's high and then tanked. So yeah, I kind of have both up right now. I'm guessing throughout the day it's going to try to come back to it and then break it.
yeah.
That's crazy work. It's at the overnight opening session level. I don't know if you have that on there, but usually that's an important area.
Sorry, man. Sorry, brother. I'm over here just stressing over family issues. Oh gosh. All right. Let's see. All right. So we do. Okay. So you see, it broke out of this. On the 60. If you're looking at the 60, it broke out of that resistance, and then we came back in. We're now going back. Like I said, we are below this MACD down here on the negative side. I don't know. We need, in order for this to keep going up, we need to close above this resistant area of 69 and above, you know. We need to close above this zone here. Um, that's all I'm seeing right now.
So this is your style of trading, which is just going through different time frames and seeing where.
So mainly it's really where the resistance and support zones at, where the
Mhm.
MACDs and where are the EMAs at.
I swear to you, I've done that, and I'm like, it's like someone spun me around in a dryer and then took me out and says, "Okay, now tell me where, tell me where Nasdaq is going to go." I'm like, I find it very fascinating. Like, yo, some actually made it work. I have a different system, but it's very interesting seeing your thought process. I have like 3 ways, or well, more like 8, but I have 3 main ways to enter the market.
You or
Looks like we're heading down. Take my talents to South Beach. If anybody's on, you can go short to VWAP if you want. That's what I'm going to do right now. Nice little short.
all right. Let's see what we got, fellas. Sorry, guys. I'm in and out of on my phone, just dealing with a lot of family issues. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So we did come back down. Let's retest this zone here. And actually, what I'm seeing is a
Price action is so clean, dude. It's like artwork to me.
yeah. I'm seeing what are you seeing right now? I'm curious. I'm seeing
I took a short to VWAP. The EMA's crossed over. I just got out. I have EMAs too. That's one of the bread and butters that I would tell anyone to get accustomed to.
Jeez, look at that, man. Look at that.
You
We
see
come
that
back down
crossed
here.
over the 0 line on the 1 minute. All right, so if anyone's going to take a short here, I would take it to 1926. If anyone's going to take a short, it looked like it might do it. It looked like it wants to do it. I'll do it.
I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait to see if I can. Let's see.
Something happened here.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for, let's say, at least to 908.75, somewhere around this area. If it does come below here to get in, I'm not gonna risk anything right now. I'm just gonna wait.
Volume profile is I laugh because I'm like, I just cannot believe that it's like a cheat code. This is it's hitting levels, it's bouncing, it's hitting levels, it's bouncing. Just to target these levels is like where it just bounced off at was a gap. And then it bounced straight up to the POC. It's got to play along with that. It's got to go short though. I have a feeling it's going to go. Well, I shouldn't use feelings, but it's pulling back to test, shake people up, and then it's going to go right back. Let me do a market replay, see if I see something here. Give the chat one of my free back testing results.
All right, let's see what happens, guys. We're looking at this 1 minute here. We get a crossover on the sarcastic side, then I will be going to the upside. Look, it almost touches this area right here. If it comes back down here, guys, I'm getting into a long position.
Let me see what TikTok is.
Geez, that was a big drop again. It looks, yeah, I'm gonna wait till actually, if it hits here, guys, I'm gonna wait till it hits here, then come back up.
I don't see it going. I don't. I think we're in. For the time being, we're in shorts territory. It's testing VWAP. It's not breaking it.
If you're looking at the 15, the MACD is above the 0. I think we can still bring this up. That's off my perspective, though. I mean, anything can happen, you know? We're just going to have to
Do you
react
have
to.
set rules on when to enter and when to exit?
Do I
Well, I
have
mean, like
rules?
set rules when to enter.
Um, no. If I see a setup, I just basically enter. Like right now, I'm seeing, okay, yeah, we broke through this zone here.
Yeah.
Um, and it's consolidating. I want to see if it breaks this zone down here though. But
Right.
I'm looking at just different zones and seeing, well, what is it doing? What is price action doing between here and here? What is it? Is it going to go? Is it going to break through here and not cross here and move to the upside? I'm going to check the stochastics, the MACD, to see what's happening once it gets here. You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
If I do see a setup with the stochastics, so let's say that the stochastics is at its lowest right here, and they do cross over to the upside. I'm going to get into a long position here to run it up. You
Right.
know, that's the way
I'm having like so much flashbacks because I spoke and I did exactly what you did. And this was I think like 2022, and it was just crushing it, just insane. And I was like, I thought I was a genius, and then um, for some reason things started getting wacky. I think for a good year and a half, I was like a lost soul. But now I'm looking at things and I'm like, all right, it's cool to see your mindset on how to enter and how to exit and things like that.
yeah. So the only problem with this is the only way it will not work is if they send an FU candle.
Right.
That's the only way that this stuff right here won't work. Um, you know, anything can change.
What about the consolidations in the on the zero line in the MACD? Like, has that ever got you kind of messed up?
Consolidations on here.
Like around like the zero line in the MACD, like oh, it's
Oh,
going up
so
and down,
yeah,
going
so
up and down.
whenever the MACDs and stuff, they're close to zero and they're consolidating right here, that's a
Mm-hmm.
very, very bad
Yeah, I
situation.
got
You do
messed up
not
that.
want to get into that kind of stuff. So let's say you do have a consolidation on the 15, right? And it's right here, and it's consolid like this right here. See this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
These are horrible ranges to actually to trade. They're they're horrible. I wouldn't even get in them. Um, but I do. But you know, for somebody that doesn't really know, don't get into these trades. It's horrible. Just wait for a little breakout like this. Um,
On the 1 minute, it's looking like it wants to. It's bound to happen. It's got to be patient here. But I figured out how to deal with the indices, and the best way that I saw how was stick and move, stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. I put that on an Excel spreadsheet, and I was like, okay, what's the least resistant way to continue to be profitable?
mm,
And that matched up with some of what the hedge funders are doing. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm
mhm.
in the right direction here.
All right, so it looks like on the 1 minute the stochastics are about to go up. So I'm gonna try a. So we do have. I'm gonna try to get it at its lowest and see what happens. You can always put a stop loss down here, right below these this fair value gap or whatever you want to call it, um, or the I'm gonna call it this liquidity zone because that's just the way I see it. Um, because this is where most people put their stops at, you know.
You
Um,
gotta say it for the ICT boys. They love the whole fair value gaps. And
yeah, and you know that's the thing. I don't even know what the ICT was. I did not know. I mean, until I real I've seen only one video of that guy. He made mistakes because I guess he thought he was a guru or something, and he made three mistakes into, you know, you can't be perfect at this.
right.
You know, you're gonna be wrong at times. All right, you see how okay, see how we come down like this? Um, we didn't have no sarcastics crossover just yet. So I'm gonna wait, you know?
I
That's my
already
mentality. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna get into anything. We do have this on the 10 minute, we do have this I'm gonna call it liquidity, and we have more down here, but I'm gonna wait for this position down here to come down for this liquidity zone.
So when I see price action this clean, it usually writes itself.
Mm,
So I'm sticking to the 1 minute, and I have volume profile up, and yeah, when things okay, so like yeah, you're gonna be right. Let's say 60% of the time, but when it does look like it's going a certain type of way, I don't even question it.
yeah.
So I took a short here, 1 minute volume profile, got my target in and out. And
I want to wait. I'm going to wait for a confirmation first before I enter because the way I'm looking at it right now, the sarcastics haven't even crossed over yet. Yeah, we could keep going down from what I'm seeing. Um, it's just that I want to see a confirmation first before I even make a move, you know? Um,
I wouldn't touch any of your you made a decent chunk, and you're only doing MNQs.
no, I was doing NQs before I even got on.
Okay.
But then whenever I do get on, I do MNQs because I know you got to be realistic with this stuff. Most of the peoples can't do NQs, you know? And if they
Right.
are doing NQs, they're playing with prop
Prop
firms
firms and shit. Yeah, I know.
or yeah. Uh, all right, let's see what happens, guys. Do not get at the top of the range, fellas. Do not get at the top of this range right here. This liquidity right here. All right, because then you'll do what I did earlier is get on top and then it came down and then you had to wait for it to break out. It might not even break out of this. We might just keep going down, guys. Looking at the 3 minute, we're above the MACD. We are coming down, but the sarcastics is at its almost lowest. So we could possibly be coming back up here soon.
I'm
But
gonna wait for a trend change.
I'm waiting for consolidation real quick in the zone and see what happens. And then I'm gonna okay, so look at that. All right, so they did already flip over. I just want to see it push up.
If it does push up, let's see what targets
I'm
we
gonna go
have.
ahead and get
Yeah,
in.
the
Just
daily
to get in
open.
early. I might be wrong though. But let's see if we can get that push up though. Once if it goes above my break even, I'm gonna get out and then reposition myself. I know this is a bad entry, guys. I'm very bad for it, but um, I know what I see.
I am such a
I'm out.
crazy person.
I'm
Yeah, I
out.
was about to say that. So I was like, dude, I'm such a crazy person when it comes to um, entries. But I would say this: volume profile. It's just clicking. There are certain areas I would get in, and this is just making sense. Also using the daily open, which is going to be my price target now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see.
Hold on, let's
If it
look at the
goes below 19,998, let's see what happens. Okay, MACD turn green. Yeah, I think it's gonna go up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have our trend change. Yeah, volume profile, it's just so when price action is looking like an artwork, like hey, you could close your eyes and you could visualize it. Yeah, I'm just looking at this and it's playing out. You know, it's funny, ADD with anxiety that will you will go crazy, and that's basically where I'm at. I've read everything. I don't think anyone read more than me.
Let's see what we have here. I'm a crossing the zero line kind of guy. Let's see. It's shaking people out. I don't think it's going to go lower. I don't have a feeling that it's going to go. Last time it crossed the zero line was to open. So I feel like it's going to cross the zero line. And when it does, we're all going to go
right
for
now.
chicken
So
fingers.
what I'm seeing right now is we got to look for that. We got to look for. So we are below the MACDs on the 30 and on the 50, but they are coming back up. But what I'm seeing is here. This is what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm seeing right now.
Oh, you're right. I'm not even a trend line person. You see, guys, learning from other people. That's what it's all about. Let me put a trend line here too.
So that's and the only reason why I'm doing that is because
Crazy
if you're
to
looking
the
at the
T.
MACD, we had a crossover here. We
Right.
came right below the MACD. We had another crossover here. We're still below the MACD.
Right.
We're not on the positive side yet. So until this goes positive, this trend line is valid for me right now.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
And it's not even about trend lines, really, you know, but it's more of a reference, you know, is there, you know, so you could
I
be
would have
like, okay,
never
I
even
see
thought
I
of that.
see where the trend is going,
Right.
and I'm going to be aware of that trend.
I'm about to put another trend line in. Hold on, let me see what I got. One on the bottom. Where is this one? Okay, so we're gonna take it from here to here. Okay, that makes sense. Let's throw some Fibonacci's up in here. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, give me a second.
So let's see if we go below this zone right here. We need to cross over. We need to cross over here in order to go short. So let's. Here's another area right here. But see, there's
I hope you guys are excited. I'm
there's
excited.
so many areas of entries and so many areas of because you could, it's 50-50. Every time it reaches to a zone, it's 50-50, you know?
Right. I hate that.
You
I
have to
can't.
be aware of liquidity. You have to be aware of, what do you call it? Of consolidations. Be aware of
Right.
consolidations. Be aware of liquidity. Be aware of past consolidations as well, because they count, you know? But yeah, that's how it is.
All right, that's this thing. Let's see what we have here.
I don't want to catch trends right now, man. It's not. I just want to get in and get out, just because I already made enough.
I like that style of with indices taught me a lot. The whole like, yo, get in, get out. People talk about ride the trend, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and that's mainstream media. That's mainstream gurus. And the only reason why they say that is because, well, first of all, they have enough liquidity, or they have enough capital to do that. You know, for the small guys, it's not realistic. You can't just ride a trend, because you're gonna be wrong. You know, it'll go up. I've seen people ride trends. It'll go up and come back down to break even. That's crazy.
So because of that, I came up with a system that, and this is where I didn't try to get so much technical analysis, TA, and focused on a system. So like, let's say you came up and you got your points. I've stated, okay, if this setup comes up and let's say 7 out of 10 times it gets this many points. Okay, if I get that set up, let's say twice within 2 sessions, I do the overnight and I do the New York session. You're golden. you're golden. That's all I have to say. So once I figured that out, then I stopped being so technical because people try to do that and they try to, I guess they try to get their ego struck. And I'm like, that's not what it's about. Get your points and go home. Get your
Mm.
get your boy base hits. Like base hits, especially when it comes to the indices. Especially when it comes to indices. I'm looking at this and I'm like, right now I do see a consolidation on my fibs, so I wouldn't touch it. But no, you definitely rose my interest when it came to looking back at MACD. That's not my main thing as of right now.
Yeah. So right now, what I'm looking for is let's see. I'm looking for long positions. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's see. Let's see.
That's what I see. But I'm just gonna wait.
Um,
I'm gonna wait
it's
and
in a
see if we can get a
consolidation.
breakdown to the downside first, and then I
Right.
want to see where we're at with the stochastics and then ride it.
So I'm on NQ. If it crosses back down, that's another setup that I love. That's one of the A pluses as far as I'm concerned. It crosses the zero line. It goes up, does that little fake out thing, but it doesn't quite
Wait,
break the zero line,
look where
and
it.
then it crosses back down.
Yeah,
That's what
look
it's
at
doing
this
right
area here
now.
that I marked.
You see it? It does the double cross. It crosses the zero, and then it crosses again below the zero.
What's that on the 1 minute?
Yeah, I'm looking at the 1 minute. See, look, boom.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Yep, there we go. Yeah, that's another. That's from Linda. I call her Linda MacD.
Linda
Yeah,
MacD.
she definitely. She's awesome.
All right, let's see what happens here. Either we're gonna break through this or we're just gonna keep going up. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see what happens. I'm gonna look at this 1 minute stochastics and see what's going on. There is resistance here, so I might just get in. This is a very, very crucial area. You can put a stop loss right here though, if you want to. That's one of those things, but see what happens. I'll just kind of like break even if I have to. It's like those times, man. You have to when you get in, it's like it's taking a risk, you never know if it's going to bounce back up dramatically, you know?
Yeah, the levels that I look at I look at VWAP, I look at the daily open of overnight and New York. So anyone that's listening, NQ just bounced off the New York Open, and it looks like it's going to test that level again. So just significant levels like that, um, I try to pick my entries. But yeah, this thing looks like it's heading towards the. Yeah, it looks like it's strong on the downside.
Yeah, it does. But I'm just going to hold it and see if I can break even at least.
Let's see.
It's all right. If it does go down, I'm just going to save it with 3 more contracts. I'm out. 2,334. I could have waited for that pop, but I got out. I got out in the middle of that at 19. Where was it? 938.50. So I caught that little pop.
Are you zen while trading, or do you worry, or you have a hopeful type of, or you just like straight up mechanical?
Hold on, can you repeat that again?
I was like, when you trade, like when you enter a trade, are you like, how's your stress level? Are you zen? Like,
Oh, I'm chilling, man.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like I don't care, I really don't. But that's one of those things. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sends me in.
Let me see how ES is doing.
All right, let's see. I got too much going on here, guys. Let me remove some of this stuff. Oops, let's remove that trend line. I'm more focused on this down here. I want to see this right here being hit.
I'm like shocked. I'm seeing someone do pure price action. I'm like, what is the world coming to, guys? What are we doing here? I'm going to change up my whole style again. Let's see what's happening. Blah, 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 blah. I like volume profile just for a little bit. Let's see. If it does go up, it might go to 2021.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh yeah, we're
That's
probably gonna
sketchy
catch
though. I
some
wouldn't do
longs
it.
here.
It's too sketch.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and then try to catch that long all the way up to 2100. I'm just gonna get in early, guys. I'm gonna get in early, see what happens. If it does come down here, I'll enter another long position down here. But I'm seeing those wicks on the 15-minute. If you look at those wicks to the upside,
Yeah.
there's one all the way at 40, all the way up to 100 to 120. So I'm gonna ride this one out. I'm gonna ride this one out, guys. Come on. I need to get a better entry though. Stochastics crossed over on the 1 minute. It needs the MACDs needs to follow. I'm up $40. Come on, we need to take out those highs. What happened?
I was like, you're crushing it, bro.
I mean, it's all this is nothing but with my blood, my sweat, and my tears, man.
I was about to say, I was like, when you said tears, I was like, no one's gonna understand that.
I know.
No one's gonna understand that, but I understand. I took pictures just to remind myself so I could stay grounded, because once you hit that stride and okay, things are clicking, you start to not have money problems as much. That's another thing. You're talking about like family issues and things like that.
Oh yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not rich. I'm poor as hell, guys. Just because I have this here and this tie does not mean anything. I bought this for 14 bucks and this for 5. You know, it's just my, this is a presentation, but
I wouldn't go live with anything else. I don't like seeing people. It's too relaxed or yeah. So this is stick with this. I wouldn't,
yeah.
The professionalism. Let's take this thing a little bit serious, guys. It's not Twitch. All right.
Yeah, and that's one of those things, man, guys. I'm not rich at all. Like I do have problems too. Like I had credit cards and cars and stuff like that I'm still paying off, and I'm not getting nowhere of paying it off.
That's what happens if you try to buy the new Revolto. I told you not to. All right. You could get the 458, get the 488. You don't have to get the new one. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you get a nice car. That's just my Miami sticking out.
I'm trying to work my hardest in order to, get back on my feet, man, because I'm on disability because of my spine, military, and
Oh
yeah, man,
wow.
it's just been tough. That's why, really, realistically, that's why I'm trying to how do you call it? Trying to make my own community, and I want to teach people. That's what I really want to do. I want to teach people how to read this kind of stuff, and make my own website, and have my own subscribers, and have a community of people, and just talk, and
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. More so like
I'm gonna go
a
ahead and get out of this.
community to where
Guys,
people
I'm
could
out.
bounce off ideas. Like the way that you trade is not the necessarily the way that I trade, but to mix things together and to see other people's mindset, like, oh, I would do this or I'll do that. I'm like, oh, that's interesting because I would have done this. You know, um, my dream has always been like, hey, let's get the top people and let's take over the market. That's been forever.
Yeah.
But I would work with a spreadsheet, and I just don't see I just don't see the era in, like, let's say, oh, you just want to make
You too.
ES, you could just make like a couple of points per day. A couple of points per day. You don't need 10. You don't. A couple of points. Even if, and I did the math where, okay, if
All
you
right,
start off
guys.
with
Oh,
1,000.
sorry, brother. Sorry.
Yeah,
We are heading up, guys. Go ahead and you can put a position at once it comes back down just a little. I'm gonna go ahead and get in and see what happens from here, guys. I'm gonna try to catch that 60, the 80, and the 100 to the upside, and the 120, guys. I know I got in kind of late, but we need to have a consolidation right here and then break above to the upside, guys. So I'm just gonna stick to this one. I don't care. No emotions here, guys.
How many
But
trades have you taken so far?
do what?
How many trades have you taken so far?
I
Like
took
this
in
NY session?
one, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my regular trades are about 80 something, 70 something in a day. So whenever I get off, I usually get off at 10:55. Whenever I get off, I continue my trading, and I just scalp, man. I just get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. Yeah, yeah,
That's wait. So wait. 80 trades entries.
yeah, man of many trades.
I
Yeah,
just understood it. Man of many trades. I like that. Listen, yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
all right, guys, look for that 60, 80, and 100, 120 levels, fellas.
Man, I don't think you understand how, like, that's it, bro. That's the way. That's awesome, to be honest with you. And you do it off of just one chart. I'm over here looking at. I have a lot of charts.
No, actually, no, I don't just do it on one chart. I have multiple charts open. So if I switch over to this chart, there's like a black spacing there. I can't fix that. If I switch over to this chart, I can't
Mm-hmm.
fix that either. So I'm looking at multiple charts right now.
Right.
But I do
That's
look
something.
at all of them.
Anything that moves, that's basically, I'm like, anything that moves, if it moves, I want to be in it. I want to take my quick little, points and get out.
Yeah, but see that's the thing. Like whenever you're just looking at one chart, it just makes everything so like confusing,
Right.
you know? It makes everything so confusing to the point you just like your strategies aren't working when you're just looking at one chart. It makes everything so confusing. I tried I tried it too. I tried just listening to gurus saying use just the 1 minute and the 5 and that's it. Um, but then I had to figure out myself. I had to figure out what exactly am I looking at. Um, so but I am looking at levels at 40, 60, 80, 100, and 120 to the upside.
What helped me was looking at stocks. Like I looked at stocks when it came to the MACD, and I'm like, oh, so this is what it looks like when it's not chaotic and random. Like it makes sense. So because of that, I said I'm not gonna try to force an instrument to do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look for my setups in these areas, and if it happens, I enter, and if it doesn't show up, I go on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I like gold.
I
Let's
haven't
see what
traded any of those.
I trade them all. they're all gonna do. It's people that are trading. I don't care if they say algorithms. They're
Yeah.
programming it with people. So it's all gonna do the same thing. Gold on 2 minute. Also, if you're on a different broker, gold is like cheap to get in on micros. It's like $50 instead of the typical 100 or 100 or $200. So a couple of points on gold is good. And I like how the Forex boys analyze gold. That kind of helped me as well. Well, but it looks like it's consolidating, so I'm not going to touch it now.
Yeah, we're at the top of a range too, so I kind of got in at the very top, which I shouldn't have. But you have to be aware of consolidation zone. Like here on the 5, there's a consolidation here between this resistance here and this support down here. You know,
Pure price action.
so let's see what happens. Looks like we might be breaking down from here, but I'm just gonna wait. I want to see that top side being taken out.
You don't have a special number to like reach.
No, no
That's
special number here, no TPs, no nothing. Just um whatever I read, like right, like this right here, the 70, 60, $90, it's not gonna hurt me at all. You know, like I don't care. I'll
right.
just get in with 2 more contracts and just break even. I don't care. You know. Some people might say, well, that's bad. That's bad trading. No, I made plenty of money today. I really don't care at this point.
That's insane. I like that thinking. It's really helping my own psychology. I've been in a kind of a rut, so this is. I'm like, you're an indice trader. I stepped away from the indices. I stepped away.
Yeah, I do want to take out those highs, though. I do want to take out those highs. See what happens all the way up here. But, I mean, like I said, anything can happen, man. Let's look at this 5. Even if we come back down here, I'm going to put 3 more contracts down here. Because it looks like we might be able to be back down all the way here. You see that? How I got the top, the way top, man. That's crazy. I should have gotten out. I had the chance to get out. I did. I had that chance to get out. But I didn't take the initiative to, so that was my fault.
I love price action on Thursdays and Fridays.
Oh man, I forgot that it was Thursday.
Why?
I don't know. It's just that I really don't keep up with days. I really don't. It's like one of those things, man. I'm living every day, you know? That's
True.
and that's because of my anxiety. I want to live, man, because when I have those anxiety attacks and whatnot, man, it's like life or death situation, you know?
Right, right.
And it's very scary, man.
Is it caused by like your service or?
I I really can't I really don't know. Maybe that could be a part of it. Um, I think because of how they make you stay up 12-hour days,
Right,
12-hour days every day, pretty much.
right.
And I've been doing that for the past 4 years. So sleep deprivation and just had incidents out there too. I really don't want to get into that because just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
this. Yeah. Um, but yeah, man, I mean that plays a good role in it. Now I can't say that it's full, like the full thing, but I can say that yeah, that's a little part of it. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to save this trade. Looks at from the looks of it, I could have gotten out, but I chose not to. Don't get greedy, guys. Just look for another zone. I'm gonna wait for a zone from the downside and work my way up. See what I can find. I'm gonna try to help y'all see if y'all can save this. I'm gonna try to save this. So I'm gonna watch that 1 minute. I'm gonna watch this
Yeah,
1 minute.
I like the 1 minute right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch that 1 minute and then I'm going to try to save this to break even. So I
Okay.
need to make a clip. Guys, all right. So this is gonna be one of my clips. Hold on. Let me pause real quick. Guys, have y'all hold on. Nah, I need to go back. I need to go back. Because I use what is there's a website that I use that clips makes clips for you using AI, and I need to make an introduction. Guys, if you ever been on a losing trade, I'm here to help you how to save it and break even, guys. All right, so we are here in this on this 1 minute chart. We are seeing a down movement. Now, if we move over to the 5 minute chart, same thing. We had a crossover on the MACDs. We are coming back down. We are above the zero on the positive side on the MACD on the 5 minute. Let's go further. All right, so we are above. Same thing here. I am looking for a long position just by looking at the 15 and just by looking at the 15. On the 30, I want to see the MACD touch the 15 and get a bounce back up. And on the 60, uh, this we are below the zero on the MACD, but I'm still looking for long positions just because I am. Oh gosh. So we got to see what happens on this 15, guys, because if you're looking at the stochastics, we are coming down to the bottom. This is the reason why I want to go long. It's because of stochastics, not because of the MACDs or anything. It's right now is the stochastics that I'm watching. Um, what are you seeing?
Um,
Hold on. First of all, before we even get to that, what do you want to be called? Or what would you like to be called? Because
Maya is cool.
it's what?
Maya,
Maya?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
helps me stay focused.
All right. All right. So what do you see, Maya?
I see from a volume profile standpoint, I don't see any trades. It's still in a consolidation. Um, yeah, it's still in a consolidation. I can't call it from going up or down. This is on the 15-minute chart. Now, if I go to the 5, I like trading off the 5 and the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the 5 and the 1. Let me make this thing bigger. Yeah, from 5 and the 1, I don't see any trades either. It's on volume profile, they call it a D-Day. So it's basically, it could go up or down. Now, if it goes towards where it's heading towards now, if it doesn't break, let's say 19,924, if it doesn't break that wick, wherever that you just entered, the zone that you covered just right now, yeah, that zone.
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
if it
still
doesn't
have a
break,
little longer wick all the way down here to that 1900s.
yeah.
Oh, actually, right here. I want to see what happens right here. I want to see where the stochastics are right here. Um, I might enter two positions here. I just want to make sure that it doesn't close below this area here.
What time frame are you looking at? I'm on the 5.
I'm looking at the 1 minute right now. As long as the way I see it, as long as it doesn't close below this low here on the 1 minute,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
I
yeah.
will enter into a long position. But you
It's a lot of
guys, if y'all enter
accumulation
here,
in
you
that
have to
area.
have a stop.
Yeah, I
Like
see a lot
for
of accumulation.
how do you say it? For an entrance like this, you want to be able. What are y'all trading spot? No, we're trading MNQs.
Let's see if my hypothesis is correct. I'm waiting for MACD to cross up.
I'm waiting for Stochastics. Stochastics always cross over first. So that could be a great indication of a reversal. So
Ain't this the mother? Okay. So it looks like it might go to the POC, but POC trading is a flip of a coin, and I don't like that.
all right,
The best bet would be
I'm seeing
for
something.
MACD. There we go. Let's see. I could take one.
I could have saved this. I could have saved this. Uh, I should have gotten in, but it's all right. I'm gonna wait for a little small pullback, and then I'll get in with 2 contracts.
Let me see where I could put my stop. I'll put my stop.
Now
Right
we got to
here.
make a higher low. Also, too, like you have to. I wouldn't say you have to learn your patterns, but I don't know my patterns. Like I really don't. I don't pay attention to bearish and all this pattern stuff. I really don't. I just look for the setups.
Only pattern I like fair value gaps. I don't like saying it, but fair value gaps make sense. Engulfing candles, whether they're inside or outside, and hammer candles. Those are my main. Um, those are my main ones because it makes sense,
Yeah.
Versus like, oh, this happened and because of this happened, blah 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 blah. Like right before it went down, that last swing high, that's a hammer candle on the 1 minute. You
Hmm.
see, makes sense. you know, or the swing high before that one. You see a hammer candle. You see it's
Yeah.
inside bar. And if it breaks the inside bar on the low side, well, not on the low side, but on the downside, then it's going to go down. Blah 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 blah. You guys know. I'm pretty sure you guys know about that. Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, I kind of entered when it broke out. I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. There's no emotions here. Also,
You see, so
check your EMAs because they tell you a lot too.
right. Let me put on my EMAs right now. Let's see what we have. Oh, right. I didn't. That's my fault. Okay, I'm gonna put that down on my notes. Like at your EMAs, looks like this was a pullback to the downside.
Yeah, but I'm still looking for long positions, so I'm going to hold this.
Right.
Looking at if you're looking at the 30-minute, we still have this opening between the MACD and the signal line. It looked like it wanted to go and touch the signal line, but
Right.
looking at this, it looks like we're going to go up. I mean, yeah, we went up, we came back down, but we still have that pressure to the upside, so.
You want to know what? I really don't like looking at the 30-minute. I don't like the way the candles line up. I never
Yeah.
liked looking at the 30-minute. I'm sorry, that's just my. Let me look at 10-minute. Let me look at 5-minute. I've been a 5-minute connoisseur for a long time. Okay, we're in a consolidation zone. Yeah, volume. I'm looking at volume profile. Yeah, this thing. Where did I enter? Yeah, this is not a good entry for me. Yeah, I could forgive myself later. I'm digging more into your style than my style.
Yeah, it's mainly just looking at the all time frames and just comparing MACDs and stochastics and EMAs and zones and and stuff like that. I mean, it's like I said, we can always reach always down here. We can
Right.
always come back down here. Um, but I'll be entering, if it does come down here, I'll be entering into 3 more contracts down here. That way my break even goes below, and if we do get a pop up, um, then I'll be able to save this. Or if it does come up, or what you can do is if it does come up a little bit, so you enter a position, it comes up a little bit, just get out. It comes up a little bit, then get out. Enter more position, it comes, and that's pretty much making it back. You're just scaling it in.
What broker are you using to make so many trades?
I'm using NinjaTrader.
Oh, right. I tried their platform, and what happened? I liked other brokers for the instruments that I was trying to trade. Their
Yeah.
fees were better. So I used two. Later on, I'm going to use NinjaTrader because certain things are cheaper on their platform. But as far as like entering trades, I like Sierra Chart.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, professionals
I
use this one.
like the Quant Tower.
I use Quant Tower. Here's the thing: the lag.
Yeah, the lag is a thing. Quant
Terrible.
Tower though, but just the looks of it and the way you make trades and stuff, man. I like the way that they have their stuff set up.
So when it came to anxiety, I couldn't stand the sounds of Quant Tower, especially when I was losing money. So now I can't really go back on it, but I do like the copy trading. I like that, and the aesthetics is awesome. And yeah, it's good. Now, if you go back to, let's say, I use them all, to be honest with you. I use them all. I do like Sierra Chart. Sierra Chart it's smooth. It's smooth. It's strong. I could go back 2 years worth of data, and that's what I was doing in the night when I was looking at your style. I was like, let me look at this style. So instead of trying to match up every single time it crosses the zero line, I just put an alert that showed me every single time it did. And I was like, all right, did this work? Did this work? Did this work? And
Yeah,
I
so
was using the original one though.
yeah, that's the thing about that. It's not going to be the same on every chart, especially with the MACDs and hitting the zero. You gotta know. Well, first of all, is it at the top or is it the bottom? That's what I look for first. Are we at the top? Are we in the positive side? Did we cross over yet? Are we at the bottom? Did we cross over yet? Jeez, I just
Right.
saw a lag on my computer. That's crazy. That means something's happening. Um, if it does go down, guys, I'm gonna get into a position way down here.
You don't look at the 30-second?
I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I do. I look at 30-second actually. Let's look at the 30 right now.
I look at everything. I look at tick charts. I look at all the numbers in the tick charts. I look at Renko charts. I look at what else? Range.
There's
Whatever is
30
going
seconds right
to make sense to me. Right now, time charts are looking really, they look like they're telling a better story. Yeah, we're consolidating right now, guys. I'm not going to enter. I could close out this trade, but
What are you doing? Long or shorts?
yeah, I'm in long. You see how it's getting smaller and just smaller and smaller.
Yep.
I feel like it's going to break and it's going to go to the upside. The top of the range would be, where is this at?
I want to see that 1 minute.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that
on
1 minute already did cross over the MACDs. We just need that push up. And that's the thing about this right here. We don't see that spread on the MACD yet.
Right.
But on the 1 minute on the stochastics, if you had the same settings as I do, you have the stochastics pointing up aggressively. Let's just see what happens. Anything can happen from here.
Stocks.
We are in this range though. So this would be a top of the range on this consolidation.
Never been a stock kind of guy, but I added it on just to see what the hell is going on
MNQ or NQ, yeah, whichever. Yeah, yeah, we're trading MNQs right now. As soon as
here.
I
Come on.
get break even, guys, I'm getting out. Or actually, maybe if we just get a little pop up, you know,
I
I'm
think
going to be a
it
little greedy.
might pop. It might.
Yeah, I'm going to be a
MACD
little
wants to
greedy.
cross that zero line. No, it wants to. It will.
I'm
Let
just
me
going to
see what
be just
ES
a
is
little
doing.
greedy, guys. Not too much, just a little bit.
Let's see what ES is doing.
Not a good thing though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on the 3 minute.
Yep, ES wants to pop too.
I want to take out those highs on the 15. Take out that. I want to take out the 40, the 60, the 80, and the 100 at least. You know?
All right. Here we go. EMAs are crossing. MACD's crossing. Stock looks good.
I would just wait for a little pullback if it does have one. If you're going to re-enter, guys, I would wait for a small pullback and then enter. Wait for a push up, consolidation, small pullback into a zone, and then get that bottom side.
Here we go. This is the pop we all been waiting for.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be not smart and not get out. uh, well, I'm just gonna wait. I'm being greedy. That's not a good thing. I'm being greedy. That's not a good thing, fellas. So don't do that. Because this thing can drop just as quick.
I'm a get in, getting out kind of guy.
Yeah, I like to get in and get out too, but there are times where I just, I want to hold it just a little bit, to see what actually happens, see if my analysis actually works.
Let me see.
You
We're
see
on.
on the 30 minute, we still have that spread between the MACD and the signal line.
Right.
So I'm thinking if we keep following this, yeah, we might come back down here, but I still see an up movement from this though.
30-minute. Okay. 15. Okay. 10. Yeah, we're just 15. We're in an inside bar. 30. We're in an inside bar. 1 hour. We're definitely in an inside bar. I'm gonna go back to 1 minute.
Consolidating again right here.
It's
with these
desperately
two
trying to
zones.
break this zone and it won't. So that tells me one thing. Watch. It better not. Don't you dare.
Could have gotten out here again, fellas. I could have.
It looks like it wants to do like a nasty pullback, like, but going to the downside. That's what I'm having a feeling. Let's see what happens. It wants to hold it. It better hold it.
It really just depends here, man. I mean, from what I'm seeing right now on the 1 minute, we have this spread between the MACD and the signal line. I don't know. It really depends if we get like an aggressive candle to the upside.
True. Don't like holding for this long.
I don't either. I don't really hold like this long ever, but but I will if I feel like if I see something and I think it's probably going to end up going up, then yeah, I will hold it. Especially on a losing trade, I'll just enter at every zone that we go down. So for this here on this 3 minute or no, on this 1 minute, I would enter actually I'm gonna go to higher time frame because it's better like that. Let's go on the three. So we have consolidation right here. Nah, actually 1 minute is better. But we have consolidations right here. I like to getting at the every. So basically, the way I see it is every stepping stone. You know, like a ladder, like stairs. You have
Right.
a piece of stair here, a stair here, a stair here. You know, I like if I want to save a trade, I'm gonna put um a contract right at its low, right at its low, right at its low before it, you know, gives you a nice nasty push up. Um, but that's the kind of stuff that I like to do as well. If I know it's going to go back up. See, it's just waiting here, man. It wants to climb up. It really does. Come on, you know you want to.
Yeah, that break even's looking pretty good now.
Yeah. I mean, I can get out now and be smart about it, but I'm gonna hold.
I feel like it's either going to do one of those. It's going to break to the outside and then go to the top of the range, or it's going to continue to try to and then just dump.
I am trading MNQ, fellas. MNQ. I need to put that on actual up here
I think
somewhere.
that's a woman.
Maybe.
I think, not to misgender anybody.
MNQ, fellas. MNQ, baby. Let's get it. Oh, I had a second chance to get out. Look at that, guys. I had a second chance to get out. Man. Oh well. I don't know nothing, fellas. I don't know any better. I don't know any better with my trash analysis. I had some guy come up here and say something that my analysis is crap.
Like your liquidity.
No, it wasn't. It was before that. Couple of lives before.
I'm on like different lives and I'm like, oh, this guy's such a scammer. No one even sees it. Like that annoys me. Like people get on here and they're like, join my Discord. I'm like, but you suck though. Like no one else sees it, but I
All
can
right,
see it.
I'm out. One. I'm out. Two.
Watch this. This is the fun.
Oh, come on. Come on. One more. One more.
This is the push.
There we go.
This is the push. Now it's at the top of the range.
10,377 fellas. Man. Good stuff. Now y'all can probably reach up to the top of that zone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just wait for this resistance. If it breaks out of this resistance, guys, then yeah.
I'm going for the toppity top.
I'm going for the top. You're going to hold it?
Yeah, I'm holding it just for
All
a little
right.
bit.
I guess I'll enter again then.
No!
Yeah.
I'm doing it
I'll
because I'm a
enter. It's all
degenerate.
right.
Like I wouldn't. You're up.
All right.
Volume profile is showing. So with volume profile, like what I've been stating, the value area low, the value area high are key entry points. Entering at the value area low, it looks like it's going to go back to the value area high. The value
We
area
have
high.
this. We have this
What?
liquidity area right here. You see it?
Where?
Right here.
Yeah. That's a value area high, and that's why I have my target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if we break through here, wait for a pullback, retest it, and then.
So it broke the zero line on
I'm
the
gonna
2
go
minute.
ahead and get in just because.
It broke the zero line on the 2 minute.
I mean, we always can come down, guys. We can always come down, but I'm probably entered the highs again, the very top of this zone. But see what happens, fellas. I'm just gonna hold this, see if we can take it all the way to the top. Look at the 1 minute MACD, guys. Look at this 1 minute MACD. We're having volume here. We have the spread here. I'm gonna go ahead and enter again. We have this volume here. We have this spread here. The stochastics are still going up. There's no crossover just yet. Let's look at the 3 minute though.
That 2 minutes.
We already crossed over on the 3 minute, guys. The stochastics are coming back up. So, I mean, I think we should be good. I think so. Wait for that pullback to that 7. Calls, I mean, if I were to do calls, I would look at, let's look at QQQ. Uh, I'm at Nvidia right now. Let's look at QQQ. I would do calls up to, I'm looking at the 1 hour. Why am I looking at 1 hour? Up to 4, I'd say 480, 483 if I were to do calls. But that's just my opinion, guys. Anything can happen, so yeah, but that level, yeah, I would do calls at that level.
I think my Adderall is wearing off. I'm about to take another.
I'm gonna wait for another pullback a little bit more, and then I'll enter again to the upside. We're looking at
That's crazy.
consolidations here. We have
I'm on
consolidation.
oil too. I'm on MCO. If anybody trades oil as well, so I'm up on that. And then MNQ. It's playing games. It's playing games.
Yeah. Guys, I'm usually off by 10:55, but I'll be here till about 12.
I didn't even realize the time. Sheesh.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually get off at 10:55. That's my normal schedule, but I mean, what do you think about being in the markets all day? You think that's a good, or just keep it as a schedule, just for marketing purposes?
I would say okay. So I have ADD. So me focusing on the markets, it's not as bad as someone else because I actually like doing this. So I don't take it as like work. If you don't have children and you're not married, and you know, if you're in a relationship, that might be tough. But if you're not, then I don't see. I don't know. I got from personal experience. I don't see a problem with it because I find it very interesting. Just like looking at your trading style, like it made I stood up the whole time since the first time you told me like, oh yeah, check out the wiki on this, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I like reading up on other people's styles and try to get their mindset. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know about anybody else. I wouldn't suggest it if you're losing money.
Oh yeah. Um, to be honest with you, I really personally don't look at other people on how they trade. I like to just do my own thing. It's like kind of one of those things. Like I just like doing my own stuff.
Right.
I had to figure it out by myself, man.
I'm talking about old school traders,
Oh,
like
oh, oh, oh,
80.
okay.
Yeah. For these, I don't trust like no, I don't trust anybody. Okay, so it's like someone that came up with MACD or someone that came up with RSI or someone that came up with using EMAs and how they use EMAs and how the markets were back then and just things like that. It's very because it deals with psychology as well as math. So
Yeah.
that's why I take it like it's a comic book sometimes. Like, oh yeah, this is it's better than being on Netflix only. Especially with good money management. I'm like, there's no way you can't be like insane. You know about like those other YouTubers or social media traders that like
Yeah.
show off their lifestyle?
You know that a lot of those guys, well, from what I know, a lot of those guys, and especially like the firm guys, my buddy tells me a lot of those guys don't even know how to trade. And the only
Right.
reason why they gotten the money. I mean, I can't say that, but you know, it could be like, yeah, they don't know how to trade, but they ended up knowing how to market really good.
Right.
to get those, their community that they have. Fozzie, what's going on? I see you, man. Um, yeah, and that's one of those things, man. Like I I don't see them going on, on, let's say, if it was up to me and I had a website and I had, I would take at least 1 to 2 days of free lessons, right? Or let's just say one day. Let's say every Friday I go on and I have a website, I have a community, but I would take one day of free lessons or whatever and trade. Yeah, I don't see nobody doing that. All I see is, all right, guys, just come over here and just buy my shit. You know?
Right.
Like I want to be somebody that actually helps people, you know. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of this trade. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out one. Let's see what happens here. We have more coming in.
It's gonna hit my TP.
I'll
Yeah,
wait.
I'm
I'll
not.
I'll wait with you then. I'll wait.
No. It's like $5 away. I'm good. And
Nah,
TP
but I'm
is
still
hit.
seeing, look at the 40, the 60, the 80, and the 100 and the 120. We still have all that room to go up.
That zone that you just marked off, that was my TP. Like the right at
All
the
right, look
edge.
at, okay, this is, okay, hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry, the screen, there's a black area right there. I don't know how to fix that, guys, but if you're looking up here, this is what I'm seeing, fellas. Look up here. Look where it's going. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold and see if we can catch this top all the way up here, guys. I'm gonna hold, all right? So that would be up here, guys.
He's a beast.
So maybe, let's see. I'm looking at, so possibly above this, where this wick is at, it might stop. Or right here. I'd say about here. I want to go ahead and I'll set a sell limit right there, just in case. Or you can set it right here. I don't do TPs. This is not what I do. I usually get in and get out, get in, get out. Um,
Yeah, I've tried to be as systematic as possible. So it's like I'm a mixture between discretionary versus like I'm a robot, which is why I looked into quant trading. It opened up my eyes on like, okay, how to view the markets and things like that. It's
yeah.
just pattern recognition. But if you really wanted to, like, let's say, I really don't like scammers, man. I can't stand them. So I could spot the people who are just trying to get a buck. Like you really can't trade. You're over here. You're anyone. I could pick and choose winners all day long. Screenshot, say, yeah, you see, I knew this was gonna happen.
Mhm.
Like, come on, man. And get the rest of the stuff from Google. Sound like when I
Right.
tell other people who don't trade, I sound like a genius to them, and I'm like, dude, this is, so it's not that hard to make it seem like you're Warren Buffett.
Yeah. No, all the stuff that I do, guys, is just I just had to learn the hard way, I had to lose money. So, and I blown a lot of prop accounts. I went through like 70 something. And there's a reason for that. There is a reason, because whenever you take a loss on a prop, right? You spent that money, you know, whenever you first try hard and you try to trade, and then the second time around, whenever you lost it, you just revenge trade. You want to go back to, you want to get that funded account already as fast as possible. That's the wrong way to go. If you're doing prop firms, guys, take your time. It's not a race. I know it sucks to try to wait to get a try to pass it evaluation, but it's better just to go ahead and just take your time and make enough, but don't rush it, guys. The money will come. You just have to be
I
patient.
think anyone actually did or does the length of like, okay, how long will it take until the first payout if you're even perfect? Because when I was doing it, it was 2 weeks worth of evaluation. So you have 2 weeks worth of evaluation, then you have another 2 weeks to reach their threshold.
Yep.
So that's 4 weeks. And this, you have to be flawless. And then on top of that,
Yep.
to get your first payout, you're going to have to do another 2 weeks. Because if you're used to, like, say you're trying to get 50K, which means it's 3K profit, you're not going to get 3K profit all of a sudden in 1 week or a couple of days after you've been trading for a month, 2 weeks straight. Well, 2 weeks twice trying to get 3K.
Okay.
So if you're trying to get 3K again, it's going to take probably another 2 weeks. So that's 6 weeks minimum.
So let me give you an example. So I did a Top Step account.
Right.
And I did it at the highest, which is, I think it costs like 149. Now,
right.
Now their evaluations start at, you can use, I don't know how many contracts you can use, but they have rules for an evaluation, they have rules for a funded. So for the evaluation, your profit target for that is $9,000, guys. Now, it took me 2 weeks, 2 full 5 days, guys, to get that $9,000 evaluation. After that, you get a Funded Express account. And then what you have to do is they start you off at 0, and then you have a drawdown of $3,000. Now that drawdown does trail. After you go over that 0, you cannot go below that 0, guys. Now here's the thing, like, you can only trade but 3 contracts. And that's horrible. You know.
Right.
So they changed their rulings from trading as many contracts as you can, or I forgot what it was for the Top Step 150K account. But they changed the rules, and it makes it even harder. And if you're going to take a payout on your first, let's say that you made $3,000, right? And you made that $3,000, you're supposed to make $200 every day for 5 days, and then you can get a payout. So here's the thing, though. But let's say you do that. You do make that $200. You are over. So let's say you make in 5 days. Let's say you do 5 days, $200, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $1,000, right? And you want to get your first payout. Well, you can get 50% of that. But the problem is that if you lose 500 of that, your account is over and done with, guys.
That's it.
Which is why you shouldn't even pay yourself out. You should wait until you get, until you have over that, it's just these, I don't know, man.
I have and it's crazy because it's like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just this big guru type thing, but I'm like, okay, let's break this thing down. Let's look at all the prop firms, all of them. Let's see how much they cost. Let's see what's the earliest you can get your first payout. Let's see how many trades you have to lose on a strict 1-to-1 risk to reward stop loss that you could do. So if I'm risking, I try to keep all the stops roughly the same. So I'm like, okay, I probably have 10 trades here. I should win more than half. Blah 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 blah. All that stuff.
They said the guy said 2K over the buffer to get a payout.
Right.
Yeah, I would wait. Yeah. Because that's hard. If you're messing with like 1K and your trailing drawdown is already at 0, right. I would just wait, guys. There's no way you shouldn't be taking out no $500 payout or anything like that. You should just wait.
It's not like they're a scam. They've been here for a good minute, so you could take your time. You don't have to.
Yeah. Just take your time and be patient.
But I like them. I mean, they're decent. I like them. I never use Apex. I'm hearing crap about them.
Oh man, I started out with Apex, dude.
Do they even pay out?
No.
See, I don't fuck with them.
Like, I passed all the evaluations. I've done everything, man, and I still didn't get anything. I don't know if
Yeah, I
it's a
don't
rule that I've
know.
broken, and maybe so. What you can't do is you get in a trade, and then if it does go below and if it does go below your trade, and you enter another trade, and then you enter another trade, you can't do that for some reason. You know. So you basically you have to be right, no matter what.
Yeah, that's gonna give me anxiety.
That right there is just horrible, man. Especially with those kinds of nah, man, hell no. All right, guys, let's see if we can actually get this to break out.
You're
If
gonna go to
not,
the
I'm
top of the
getting out.
range.
We got about 20 minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna end my live. Um, and then I'll be back on tomorrow, guys. Sorry about the last 2 days. It's not a scam, but the buffer is a trick. That's why you should cure 2K over the buffer. Yeah. Well, I know. Well, I don't know about Apex. I mean, Apex is. I wouldn't. I'm not going ever to Apex if I ever do that again. Top Step, yeah, I would recommend them. Let's see. All
I'm
right,
on all of
guys,
them.
we are breaking out. Let's see what happens, fellas. If you're looking at this 15, look at this. I want to reach those highs up here, guys. Look at this, guys. Let's get it all the way up here. I'm gonna go ahead and take profit right here. Or maybe at the middle of it, right here, like possibly right there. We
You
do
see,
hold.
it's a double top because when it's a double top, it's a double top. I'm on the 10-minute. I see a double top, so I'm trying to sound like one of those technicians. Sounds all smart and stuff.
Yeah, if you're really tired of doing the evals, go straight to the fund it. Yeah, it's gonna cost you a little more, but I mean that's that's if you want to do that, you
I'll
can.
say this. I'll say this. Be on all of them. Once you catch a sale, be on all of them. And I mean all of them. It makes things a lot easier, I would say. Certain ones I got for like $30. So I was like, all right, it's not a problem.
Yeah. Or what
And
you
they're
can do
legit
if you're
because
really
they've been there
good,
for a
just
minute. So
take about $500 and just start trading just MNQs. Just be careful. Take those $6 and $5 and just do 100 of those a day, and then you're good.
that's it. And
Do
honestly,
100 of those a day. That's it, man.
that is so. Like, let's say you're trading with
And don't hold it. Do not hold a trade. Just get
I
the
don't
hell
hold
out.
anything. And but I hold for and let's say you're doing at night. You have a couple of evals. You just need. I'm going to be so serious, guys. You just need 2 points. That's it on EX. You get your 2 points, you're out for the whole day. That's it. That's it. You get your 2 points. That's it. And you're cruising. And you could use the let's say your first payout to fund all the others and rinse and repeat. Continue to do that till the government shuts down all prop firms. So that's my thing. But using your real money, that's why I'm like on this live. So I'm like, okay, let's try to compare and contrast here. Maybe he sees something that I don't see.
It's like once you treat it like your job, things will become better. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's that risk management, man.
That's what I switched over to stop being so much technical and really focus on risk management, which nobody wants to talk about, but because it's not like the cool thing to talk about. But I'm like, dude, this thing's all about risk management and probabilities.
It said ATM just said try to make $300 a day is all you need, really. No need to be greedy, or need to be greedy. Yeah. Even 150 a day. Even 150, even $100 a day is good. $100 is easy.
I'll add this to ATM what he just stated. Equate the 300 or whatever amount to points. So let's say you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this trade. Boom.
Oh, well, you went long? Yeah. I would have been got out. You got the top of the range. I'm good.
Yeah, I got out.
Good.
I'm at 2,449, fellas.
This guy's
That's it
crushing it.
for me. But I do see this top area being taken out here, getting
I
close to
would have
that top
called
of
it
the
a
this range
buy.
right here. So that would be around right here, guys. So we
But
need
yeah,
this.
once you get past a couple of points, you're good.
Yeah.
I'll switch it over to points instead of dollars because if as soon as you grow your account from like let's say 1,000 to 2,000, you're not going to say okay, let me just get $300. You're going to say okay, let me get 2 points, and then that will always increase the let's say your profit amount because a $10,000 account, $300 versus a $2,000 account is not the same. But if you add in points, that's where the money's at. So I just try to do that. This guy's shooting for 2,000 per day, which is that's a light day for him. You know, we're 10K plus boys over here. If you're not making at least 10K a day, guys, I would get off the live right now because we're not dealing with any brokies right now. Only 10K, and that's it. And that's a light day for us. Usually every trade I put with 1,000 contracts.
All right, fellas. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna be off in like 3 minutes, guys, and then that will be it for me today, guys. Um, I had a great start this morning, but yeah, man, that was good stuff, man.
You did all that on just MNQs and one couple of NASDAQs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna continue to do my analysis, see what I come up with. I'm gonna cook up something. And you're on one monitor. I got like 4.
Oh, I have two. I have two big ones.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't use the other one. The other one's the big one. So that's 5. But I usually stick with 3 max.
I need more though, because I mean, I need more charts. I need a.
Yeah, that's the thing. I look up multiple charts. I don't try to be cute with it. It's actually look at all of them.
Yeah, I need to get. I need a. I need to put. I need to have a screen to track all the Nvidia, Apple, all the techs. You know, all the blue chips.
Yeah, each monitor, like I have 3 setups, so each monitor does okay this setup, and then this monitor does this setup, and then I just play bingo with it. Like okay, which one's gonna pop up first, and then in and out. I like in and out for NQ because I've just this is a quick sniper entry. Yeah, you're right. I think I got my brain is fried now. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna holler at you though.
Guys, we got 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna be off. Um. Oh,
Yeah, I'm about to head off right now,
gotcha, gotcha.
sir. So I'll catch you later.
All right, brother. All right, guys. From what I'm seeing right now, we are still below the MACDs. I still think that we can come up here, but we're gonna see some resistance up here, and then possibly come back down again. So, just look for those reversals on the 1 minute if the stochastics do go below the 0 here, or I mean not the stochastic, the MACD goes below 0, and the stochastics does the same thing. Then look for a short position. But other than that, still look for these longs all the way up here, guys. But that is it for me, fellas. I am out of here. I had a great day. Uh, I hope everybody ends the day profitable and enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I will be on tomorrow around 8 o'clock, and I will see you then. Thank you for joining.